In this video, I'm going to show you the first 10 things you should do with your brand new LG TV in 2026. So the settings I'm about to show you will instantly improve your picture performance. Also, it will make the TV easier to use, and I'll even show you how to remove those unwanted ads. Okay, so let's kick this off with a tip that will make your remote control even easier to use. And this is kind of an important one. So to get to the settings, if you go to the settings button on the remote control, that will jump straight into settings. Or you can go to the top left corner of the screen and get to the settings that way. Once you're in the settings, you got to hit settings again, unfortunately. And then here you go to general and scroll all the way down until you see system. And then here go to additional settings. And then here is where you will find the pointer options. Now, you probably already know this. Your remote control has a pointer built in, so you can spell things out nice and quickly on keyboards and things like that. If you're using the web browser, it's even more handy. The problem is, it is kind of sensitive. So if you go to the pointer options here, you can change the speed, and you can see I've already done it on my TV, to slow. And this makes typing in characters on a keyboard and just pointing at things on a website much easier. So this is definitely one of the first things you should switch on. Okay, tip number 2, let's improve the picture quality. And there's a very quick and easy way to do that with this TV. If you're wondering what TV I'm actually using here, it is the LG G5 OLED 77 inch. So let's go into the settings again and let's go back to general. But this time we're going to scroll all the way to the bottom of this page, and this is where you will find energy saving. Now, a lot of brands will optimize their TVs to be energy efficient so that it looks good on a marketing label. But the reality is, once you've bought the TV, you probably want to see it at its best. You spent the money, so why not? And straight out of the box, this TV, you'll notice here, is on auto. Now look what happens when you turn off the energy saving feature. The screen instantly gets brighter, and this will instantly improve your picture quality, but just keep in mind it will use a little bit more power. Okay, number 3, here is another tip to improve picture quality when watching movies. So let's jump back into the settings. We can tap the settings button on the remote to get there, just like before. And then we need to go to the little cog in the top left corner to get to the full settings menu. And here we can go to picture. And on the picture tab, we're going to go to advanced settings. And here, if you scroll down, you'll see I've already switched it on. It is this, the Filmmaker Mode Auto Start. The reason this is very important is because all the experts agreed that the Filmmaker mode on LG TVs is by far the most color accurate picture profile that you have pre-installed. And with this on, whenever you are watching movie content, it will auto switch into that mode. Okay, tip number 4, here is a picture enhancement setting that most people will miss, and this will be most useful to you if you happen to be a sports fan. So to find it, let's go back into the settings menu and then to the settings at the top of the page. And this time, we're not going to go into picture, we're going to go to general, and then here we're going to go to AI service, and this is where you will find AI genre selection. So this won't actually switch the entire picture profile into a different genre. It will just recognize different genres, for example, football, fast moving sports on the TV, and it will make these adjustments to your picture settings to improve the content on the fly so that you can enjoy your sporting events with the best possible picture quality from your LG TV. So if you've got one of the newer LG TVs with the updated remote, you might notice that they've got rid of the input button that used to be here, and now you have to hold it down for quite a long time before your inputs pop up at the bottom of the screen. Well, here's something you should absolutely do on day one. If you scroll all the way across your apps here, just below the cards, you will see the inputs are actually here, but they're right at the end of this row. What you can do is hold your finger down on the select button whilst highlighting the icon you want to move. That then selects it, and you can move it all the way to the front of that row. And then we can go back and do the same for the other inputs. I do recommend you do this if you switch inputs a lot on your TV. For example, let's say you have a Nintendo, a PlayStation, maybe a Blu-ray player. you might want to move those to the front so that they're much quicker to access. And it's probably worth noting that this is the same method that you would use to reorganize the order of your apps on the home screen. So you can select your favorite ones and move them closer to the front. And if there's anything you don't need here on the pre-installed apps, you can literally uninstall them right here just by selecting them and then hitting the bin icon. But fair play, there's not too much bloatware on this TV out of the box. I'm not sure I'm ever going to do Just Dance now, so that could be one that I could get rid of. All right, number 6. Now let me show you how to get rid of some of these annoying ads, like this one up here, Taylor Swift. I highlight it, the music starts playing, it's bloody annoying, and I don't even like Taylor Swift. So let me show you how to get rid of these annoying ads that are all over the home screen. And you might think that this would be quite easy, but actually it is really well hidden. So follow me, I will show you how to get rid of this. Let's go into settings, settings again, general, scroll down, system settings, and then here additional settings, and here home settings. And this is where you can turn off the home promotion like you saw with the Taylor Swift stuff. If I switch this off, it vanishes. Also, if you want to get rid of the content recommendations, you see that row at the bottom of the screen there with all the movies, that gets rid of that. However, this one might be handy because it might let you know when there's new stuff on, but also you might be shown a bunch of stuff that isn't relevant to you at all. For example, Bonanza 2. I am never watching Bonanza 2. The Irrational, I have no idea what this is. This isn't relevant to me. So I could turn that off and be quite happy just leaving it like that. I'll leave it up to you to decide whether you want to switch that off or not. Okay, tip number 7. There is some more ads that you might want to turn off. I'm still on the same page that I was last time. I'm just going to go back one step. And this is where you will find the Live Plus setting. So if you do decide to leave Live Plus on, essentially what happens is your data, your viewing data, no matter what you're watching on your TV, can be shared with advertisers so that they can better target you with their new products and shows and things like that. If you don't like the sound of that, then just switch this off. Now, believe it or not, there is one more well-hidden ad setting which I highly recommend you switch off on day one. It is within settings, general, and then we go to system again. We go to additional settings again, and this is where we'll find it. It's in the screensaver settings. Open this up and you'll notice screensaver promotion is on. So with this left on, essentially you can be advertised to when your TV goes into screensaver mode. If you don't want that to happen after 3 minutes of your TV being idle, you can switch this off. Now there is a brand new feature on the newer LG TVs, and if you don't see this, don't worry, I'm going to show you how you might be able to get it. So on the apps row here, if you scroll right across, at least on my TV, I have to scroll right across, you will eventually find the LG Gallery Plus. So this is a gallery of some fantastic artwork. There is one little problem though. There is a subscription in place for some of these images. However, if you scroll down here, you will find a section for free content, and you can select your favorite images from this section and have those on as wallpapers with some complimentary music as well, which is kind of cool. Now, these AI generative stuff are also very cool, but you do have to pay for the subscription if you do want to use these. Okay, so you've made it all the way to tip number 10. This is an important step to do on day one. But if you guys want to truly master your LG TV's picture performance and customize it so that it's fine-tuned for how you want to use it, I have made a video called LG Final Boss Settings. I'll link that at the end. But let me show you this one first before you go. Go into your settings, go to all settings. This time we're going to go to support. And if we scroll all the way down here, this is where you'll find TV information. Now this at the top, the device name, is how your TV appears on your Wi-Fi network. It will be a complicated name by default. I highly recommend you simplify this, rename it to something that is memorable to you. And do keep in mind, whenever you're searching for the TV, if you want to connect a Bluetooth device, or if you want to cast to it, or you need to connect it to a new Wi-Fi network, this is how the TV will show up when scanning for it. So make sure it is relevant to where it is in your house. Okay, here's a little bonus tip. If for whatever reason you haven't seen some of the settings or features that I've shown you in this video, it might be because you haven't done a software update. When I got this TV the other day and I set it up, it didn't automatically update to the latest software. I had to go in and do it manually. So here's how you do that. Go to your settings, then go to all settings again, and then scroll down to support and go to software update at the top. Here's where you can check for the latest updates. Even though auto update was on for me, it didn't happen like I said. So yeah, definitely do a quick check. Make sure your TV is up to date. And if you get the latest update, you should see all of the settings and features that I've shown you in this video. So I appreciate you guys for watching this one. If you want to check out the final boss settings for the LG TV, that should be above my head somewhere up here. Check that out. I appreciate you guys for watching. If you just subscribed, you're now one of the finest subscribers known to man. And I will see you guys in the next one. So don't be late.